Imagine standing on your backyard slope, not as a problem, but as a hillside in Italy. You feel warm stone under your feet, and the air smells like rosemary and sun-dried wood. Above you, a vine canopy holds clusters of grapes like little lanterns, soft light flickering through the leaves. And here's the twist, none of it came from a store. It came from what people throw away: broken boards, driftwood, old drawers, bottles, reborn into terraces, paths, and quiet corners that feel timeless. In the next minutes, you're going to see the most mind-blowing slope garden ideas, ranked, simple, and actually doable, so your steep backyard can finally become your favorite place to breathe. Welcome back to Backyard Fortune, where we turn everyday leftovers into spaces that feel calm, lived in, and beautifully real. If you love budget-friendly garden ideas with that rustic Italian terrace vibe, you're in the right place. Quick question, which would you build first? A grapevine pergola, a glowing bottle fire pit border, or scrapwood terrace steps? If this kind of transformation inspires you, hit subscribe, because this is a series, and the next episode goes even deeper. And I have a special request. Please share this video to WhatsApp and Facebook to help more garden lovers find these ideas. To everyone who shares and watches through, may you be blessed with a long life, good health, and a beautiful creative spirit. One, grapevine driftwood pergola, a living canopy of calm. Imagine stepping into a quiet corner of your backyard, where time seems to slow down. Above you, a gentle canopy of grapevines sways softly, filtering the sunlight into moving patterns of warmth and shade. The structure holding it all together isn't new wood or polished beams. It's driftwood, shaped by time, once forgotten, now standing with quiet dignity. This small pergola doesn't shout for attention. It invites you in slowly. You can feel the texture of the wood, still carrying the memory of wind and water. The vines climb naturally, not forced, not rushed, just growing at their own rhythm, reminding us that beauty doesn't need perfection to feel complete. Here, the air feels cooler. The scent of leaves and soil blends gently with the warmth of the sun. It's a place to pause, to breathe, to sit without rushing anywhere else. This is not about building something grand. It's about creating a moment, one that feels lived in, calm, and quietly meaningful. A space where old materials find new purpose, and where time feels softer. And as the light moves across the leaves, it gently invites you forward. Because just beyond this pergola, another small transformation is waiting to be discovered. Two, bottle glass fire pit ring, light born from what was thrown away. As daylight softens, something magical begins to happen. A quiet circle of glass catches the last rays of the sun, holding them gently before the evening arrives. What once held drinks and moments now holds warmth, transformed into a place where stories gather and time slows down. This fire pit isn't about flames reaching high. It's about closeness. About sitting low to the ground, feeling the earth beneath you, watching soft reflections dance across pieces of recycled glass. Each bottle once discarded now becomes part of a glowing rhythm, proof that even the smallest fragments can create something beautiful when given purpose. Around it, herbs lean in gently, stones hold the warmth, and the air feels calm enough to breathe deeply. It's the kind of place where conversations linger, where silence feels comforting, and where evenings stretch just a little longer than expected. This space doesn't ask for perfection. It simply offers warmth, shared, honest, and human. And as the light fades and shadows grow longer, another idea quietly waits nearby, ready to transform an ordinary corner into something unforgettable. Three scrapwood and stone terrace steps, turning a steep slope into a living path. Some slopes feel like obstacles until you learn how to walk with them. Here, what once felt steep and uninviting has become a gentle invitation upward. Each step is shaped from reclaimed wood, grounded by stone, and softened by plants that slowly make the space their own. Nothing rushes here. The path encourages a slower pace, a deeper breath. As your feet move upward, you feel how the land responds. The wood carries stories of its past life, while the stones hold quiet strength beneath each step. Together, they form a rhythm, one that feels steady, grounding, and deeply human. This kind of garden doesn't try to hide the slope. It honors it. The uneven ground becomes part of the journey, guiding the eye and body upward through layers of green and texture. Herbs spill gently over the edges, softening every line, reminding us that nature never insists on perfection. Walking here feels like a conversation between earth and effort, where balance replaces struggle and progress feels peaceful. And just beyond this rise, another transformation waits. One that turns forgotten materials into a place of pause and reflection. Four, vintage ironing board trellis, a forgotten tool turned living wall. Sometimes the most beautiful things are hiding in plain sight. A forgotten ironing board, once folded away in a quiet corner, finds new life standing tall against a garden wall. Its familiar shape becomes something unexpected, a vertical canvas where vines begin their gentle climb. As leaves weave through its frame, the metal and wood soften, losing their past purpose and gaining a new one. This small structure doesn't demand attention. It simply exists, calmly holding space for growth, for light, for moments of stillness. In narrow corners where nothing seemed possible, life now rises upward. Flowers lean toward the sun. Shadows dance softly against the wall. And what once felt like wasted space becomes a quiet sanctuary of movement and breath. This kind of transformation doesn't shout. It whispers. It reminds us that beauty often hides inside ordinary things, waiting for patience, care, and a second chance. As the vines continue their slow climb, they guide us gently forward, toward the next idea, where simplicity once again becomes something extraordinary. Five, skateboard deck bench, a place to pause beneath the vines. Some places don't ask for movement, they invite you to stay. Beneath a canopy of climbing vines, a small bench waits quietly. Built from old skateboard decks, it carries the curves and colors of past journeys, now resting in stillness. What once rolled through streets and stories now becomes a place to pause, breathe, and simply be. Here, time feels slower. The wood is warm beneath your hands, smoothed by years of motion and memory. Above, leaves sway gently, casting soft shadows that shift with the day. This is not a seat made for hurry, it's a space meant for reflection. In this quiet corner, the garden feels closer. You hear the soft rustle of plants, feel the steady calm of the earth below, and sense how small moments can carry great meaning. This bench reminds us that rest is not wasted time. It's part of the journey. And as you sit beneath the vines, letting the world slow down around you, another transformation begins to reveal itself. One shaped not by movement, but by stillness and care. Six, wine crate terraced borders, layers of earth and memory. There's something deeply comforting about layers. Layered soil, layered memories, layered moments that quietly shape a place into something meaningful. These old wine crates once carried stories from distant vineyards. Now, stacked gently into the earth, they hold something new: life, fragrance, and calm. Each wooden box becomes a small stage where rosemary stretches outward, thyme spills softly over the edge, and the scent of the garden rises with the warmth of the sun. Nothing here feels rushed. The rough wood softens with time, the plants settle in slowly, and the garden finds its own rhythm. What once served a single purpose now becomes a living border, guiding the eye, holding the soil, and welcoming growth without force. This kind of beauty doesn't ask for perfection. It grows from patience, from reuse, from letting materials tell their own story. And as the layers rise, so does a sense of quiet harmony, reminding us that even the simplest forms can shape something lasting. Just beyond these gentle borders, another idea waits. One that brings shimmer, surprise, and a quiet sense of wonder. Seven, soda can garden border, a subtle shimmer along the path. Sometimes, beauty whispers instead of shines. Along this quiet garden path, a simple line of recycled cans gently catches the light. Not loud, not demanding, just enough to guide the eye forward, step by step. What once held a quick drink now holds the rhythm of the garden itself. Each piece rests quietly in the soil, reflecting sunlight in soft glimmers that change with the day. Morning brings subtle silver tones. Evening softens them into warm amber hues. It's a reminder that even the smallest materials can shape how we move, how we notice, how we slow down. This border doesn't divide, it guides. It gently tells your feet where to go while letting nature remain free. Herbs lean over it. Soil presses softly against its edges. Life continues, unbothered, uninterrupted. There's a quiet poetry in this kind of reuse. Not everything needs to be bold to be beautiful. Sometimes, beauty lives in repetition, in rhythm, in the gentle glint that catches your eye just long enough to make you pause. And just ahead, another idea waits, one that brings softness, warmth, and a sense of gentle guidance through the garden path. Eight, clothespin lantern path, gentle lights that guide the evening. As the day begins to fade, the garden doesn't fall silent, it softly awakens. Tiny points of light appear along the path, glowing like quiet stars resting close to the earth. Each lantern, held gently by a simple wooden clothespin, carries a warmth that feels personal, almost familiar. It's not about brightness. It's about guidance. These lights don't rush you forward. They invite you to slow down, to notice the way shadows dance, how leaves whisper in the evening air, and how every step feels a little softer than before. There is something comforting about this kind of glow. It doesn't demand attention, it offers companionship. A reminder that beauty doesn't need to shout to be seen. As the path unfolds, the soft light becomes a quiet companion, guiding thoughts as much as footsteps. In moments like this, the garden feels alive in a different way, calm, patient, and deeply human. And just beyond this gentle glow, another transformation waits. One that turns forgotten corners into places of quiet wonder. Nine, drawer window box garden, where old drawers learn to bloom again. Some things carry memories long after they stop being used. A drawer once opened and closed every day now rests quietly beneath a window, filled not with belongings, but with life. Petals spill gently over its edges, softening the wood that once held folded clothes and quiet routines. There's something comforting about this transformation. A sense that nothing is ever truly finished, it simply waits for another purpose. The drawer becomes a bridge between indoors and out, between the past and what is still growing. As sunlight touches the blooms, colors awaken slowly. Soft greens, gentle pinks, and warm earth tones blend together, turning an ordinary wall into a living frame. It feels personal, almost like the house itself is breathing again. This small gesture doesn't demand attention. It invites it. A pause by the window. A moment to notice how life continues in small, patient ways. And as these flowers lean toward the light, they quietly remind us that even the simplest objects can carry beauty forward, leading us gently toward the next corner of the garden, where another story waits to unfold. Pallet coffee counter, a quiet morning corner in the garden. Some mornings don't need plans. They only need a quiet place to begin. A small wooden counter, shaped by hands and time, waiting beneath the open sky. The scent of coffee drifts slowly into the air, mixing with the freshness of leaves still touched by morning dew. This little corner doesn't try to impress. It invites stillness. A moment to pause before the world wakes up. Here, reclaimed wood becomes a table for reflection, and simple rituals feel meaningful again. You rest your cup. You listen. A breeze moves through the garden, brushing past leaves and carrying the soft sound of life beginning its day. Everything feels unhurried, as if the garden itself is reminding you that there's no need to rush. This space isn't about perfection. It's about presence. About creating small moments of peace from what already exists around you. About turning forgotten materials into something that welcomes you back again and again. And as the morning light climbs higher, another story quietly waits nearby. One that turns empty corners into gentle invitations to stay a little longer. Tennis racket trellis, where sport meets garden art. Some objects carry motion even when they stand still. A tennis racket once moved with speed and purpose, tracing arcs through open air. Now, it rests against a garden wall, holding something quieter, living vines slowly weaving their way through its strings. There's a gentle poetry in this transformation. The frame that once echoed with impact now cradles leaves and light. Each vine climbs patiently, softening the structure, turning sport into stillness. This wall no longer separates space, it connects it. It becomes a living artwork, shaped by time, weather, and care. As sunlight filters through the woven patterns, shadows dance softly across stone and leaf, reminding us that movement doesn't always have to be loud. Here, growth happens without urgency. The garden teaches us that beauty doesn't rush, it unfolds. And in this quiet collaboration between past and present, something deeply comforting emerges, a reminder that even well-used things can begin again. Just ahead, one final transformation waits. One that gathers water, reflection, and calm into a single, peaceful moment. Hidden stone and bucket pond, a quiet sanctuary of water. Water has a way of slowing the world down. In this quiet corner of the garden, a simple bucket becomes something more, a small sanctuary where light, reflection, and stillness gather. Surrounded by stone and softened by plants, the water rests gently, holding the sky like a quiet memory. Nothing here calls for attention. The soft ripple of the surface, the faint movement of leaves reflected above, the hush that settles when you pause long enough to notice. This is a place not meant to impress, but to calm. Even the smallest pond carries a quiet power. It invites stillness. It invites breath. And in that stillness, the world feels less hurried, more kind. Here, time stretches just a little. Thoughts slow. The garden listens. This simple circle of water reminds us that peace doesn't require distance or grandeur, only intention. A corner shaped with care can hold as much meaning as any grand landscape. And as the surface settles once more, another transformation quietly waits nearby. One that gathers memory, texture, and warmth into a final moment of reflection. Driftwood Mini Garden, a pocket world of quiet wonder. Sometimes, the smallest worlds hold the deepest calm. In this quiet corner, driftwood becomes more than a fragment of the past. It becomes a landscape, shaped by time, softened by touch, and brought gently back to life. Tiny plants take root between curves of weathered wood, forming a world that invites stillness. This miniature garden doesn't demand attention. It simply exists, offering a moment of peace for those who pause long enough to notice. The textures, the shadows, the quiet balance between stone and leaf, everything feels intentional, yet effortlessly natural. Here, scale disappears. A single leaf feels like a forest. A small stone becomes a mountain. The mind slows, and the heart follows. These tiny landscapes remind us that beauty doesn't always arrive in grand gestures. Sometimes it lives in details, in the spaces between, in the quiet corners we almost overlook. And as this small world settles into stillness, it gently prepares us for the final moment ahead, where everything comes together in one last, grounding breath. Barrel and branch entryway, a gentle welcome home. Every journey deserves a gentle beginning and a meaningful return. At the edge of the garden, where footsteps slow and thoughts soften, a simple barrel waits. Once used, once forgotten, now standing with quiet purpose. Branches rise beside it, reaching not to impress, but to welcome. This space doesn't announce itself loudly. It invites you in with warmth, with texture, with a sense that someone cared enough to create a moment just for arrival. Leaves brush softly against the air. Light settles onward, shaped by time. And suddenly, the world feels a little slower, a little kinder. This entryway is not about perfection. It's about presence. A reminder that beauty can greet us gently, without noise, without effort, simply by being honest and grounded. It tells a story before any words are spoken, offering comfort the moment you step inside. And as you pass through, you carry that feeling with you. That even the smallest spaces can hold meaning, warmth, and memory. This is where the journey rests, not with an ending, but with a quiet sense of arrival. And that's the real magic of a slope garden. Once you stop fighting the land, it starts giving you beauty back. If even one idea sparked something in you, save it, share it, and come back anytime you need calm inspiration. Tell me in the comments, which build are you claiming for your backyard? #1, number 3, or number 7? Thank you for being part of Backyard Fortune. Until the next transformation, keep creating, keep reusing, and keep finding beauty in what's forgotten.